Convert from game options to game mode configuration. Game play utils, fill game mode options. Bracket set game options to game mode configuration. Do I have these things just fucked up? Looks like it. So I should just do this, is what it sounds like. And these game options we can just get rid of. I was under the wrong impression. Let's build this again. Oh man, people are upset over trash talk in games. Just gonna tell you right now, I think there's a Donkey video about that. I think his video about him getting banned from League of Legends because he just horribly trash talks people. It's like, I get it, but there's a mute button for a fucking reason. Maybe that's a callous thing to say. Nobody wants to be called some derivative of a food and a body part. Or do they? I don't know. People are strange. Well, it's one of those things with online games. Like, I mean, part of the game is just usually a toxic atmosphere of players. It really just depends on what sort of game you make. Like, there are some games where you strictly cannot do moves that hurt each other. Like, if you have a card game, uh, like Go Fish is like the ultimate example of anti-fun and fun. It's like, how fun is it when somebody steals the cards that you need? Well, it's fun for one of the players, but it's anti-fun for one of the other players too. And that's balanced out with, the risk reward of, stealing the wrong card and that chance. You piped your new file format through your game, see how many errors you've made? Well, hopefully there are plenty of them. Because if there are no errors, that's the worst feeling. You're like, wait a minute. I think I did that one time in college, just working on the robot car stuff, and that was all written in PIC assembly, so a variant of assembly. And you could only compile and run it at the actual, the computer lab there. And the computer lab was only open for a certain amount of time, so I'd gone home and written this big assembly program, and trying to make it all work. And like, okay, I'm gonna have this, and and just write all this, like, thousands of lines of assembly together with interrupts and all this shit. And then, go the next day, I went in the computer lab and I'm like, okay, I'm going to fix everything that's wrong with this because I haven't even been able to compile this at home. And everything worked. And I was just sitting there like, are you for real? You've already found one. All right. It's like, damn, I didn't miss a single thing. It does exactly what I want. The card goes on the ground and then it navigates and then it goes full speed into a wall and smashes itself into 1,000 pieces. But, like, the program ran, and that's all I really cared about. I can get another car. Alright, so if we're inside of this thing, we need to go to level edge actions for set, pre-stage. We need to get our game state. Is it get Dashkin game state? So if this is valid, then we are going to call get current mission, get current stage, and we're going to call set stage options. So theoretically, this should override everything with our game options for things. So let's check that out. And we're going to need to go to our player here and go into our player logic object and set our player type. It's going to be really fun to debug. Yeah, that can be a pain in the butt. Okay, so what we have to do is on our initialize, this is kind of all sorts of screwed up, but basically It's gonna be kind of a mess, isn't it? It should be set by team, so we're gonna have it be team based. So what I should actually do is recompile this and player and bot overrides, sure, but gaming ums, it's actually going to be player and enemy. And then I'll have to change this guy. So this will be enemy. Enemy game mode config vars. I need to go to our game state. Let's change these to enemy. Oh, come on, Visual Studio. Don't do this. Fucking piece of crap. Alright. Alright. Yes to all. Let's build that out. What is this, fastball? It's like, yeah, that ball is going a little... Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's so in. Oh, Adam's got nothing on this. I said he's got nothing on this. Fastball for the win. Yeah, it's too easy. It's too easy. It's gotta be like, you can fuck it for real. Yeah, GG. Yeah, that hesitate move is rough. So, yeah, it's going to be, we'll set that thing when it starts up, and then that's how we'll do our stuff. See, is he actually moving here? I heard me hit that, but I didn't hit it. I must have hit him. I'm used to being red all the time. I just punch him forward. Man, he's a vicious person. Totally miss him. Hit the ball though. Shit. He's gonna get that. Yeah, I knew it. Oh yeah, you thought you got away with it, didn't you? Oh, he's coming after me. He's right behind me. Oh, he got the hit. I can't lose those duels. Oh, damn. That is not what I wanted to happen. Fine. Fine, I see how it is. Serious mode. We're gonna do this. We're gonna win. I think he was going easy on me there. Maybe he wanted the sudden death here. Maybe he was trying some tricky. He thought he had me. Man, he's violent. Maybe he wasn't going easy on me. He's just missing a whole bunch of punches. Oh, fuck. That was my move. Oh, he's got the defense. Oh, it's going to sudden death, isn't it? No, it's not going to sudden death. Oh, 1 second. 1 second. Well, good game, sir. Alright, let me see. Let's boot this up and set our players' specific types inside of our team selection stuff, and then we can test out the game mode options and make sure that those are getting carried over to the right stuff. and they have asked me to take a look at some of the server stuff real quick, so I'll do that. So player logic object, where are you, password safe? There you are. Is my internet having problems? Maybe. I'm running too much stuff. Alright, so we need... I think it's inside of effects or something. It's like set team colors. Okay, so we need to actually set our player type to this guy. Let's switch. So if we are red, then we set it to player. If we are blue, we set it to enemy. And if we are none, we set it to none. And it's a little bit hacky, a little bit stupid, but it'll get the job done. That's what matters. Alright, so we got those. Now I need to go through inside of this blueprint, and everything that has a GM underscore in it, we need to slot stuff in here. Alright, so run into wall, run speed, if we can jump or not. I like how that's actually a thing. We can make it so people can't jump. And we have the jump modifier so you can jump super high if we want to. Make bots that can jump into the stratosphere and always do chaos dunks on you. We have bots that must crawl. Shit. That is gonna be really funny. I gotta say, a lot of this code here for all this stuff is kind of a goddamn mess with how everything has come together, but I'm not really too worried about it being kind of a mess. Like, the game is gonna be getting to feature complete and everything like that, and a lot of these systems, you know, like, I'll make a different game later, so I'm not too worried about everything being perfect. It's kind of like, it's what we got, so we can bitch and complain about it and go fix everything, but or we could just use what we got and just deal with it. We were learning how to use all these Unreal 4 things, and we did it a certain way, and we could have done it better, but why go change everything if we don't have to? Some patterns worked, some patterns didn't. And this, the biggest thing that has been a pain in the ass is I made U objects for stuff instead of just like actors, and that's complicated how the blueprints need to work because things can't really easily slot into each other. But that was just like a fundamental, I started with the wrong systems because I didn't understand how I should have built things in Unreal. And I'm not worried about that because the only way to learn it is to kind of just do it and do it wrong. Okay, so we should have specific things. All right. Alright, so let's go test this. Let's go to our missions. Let's add a game mode, so instant ball reset. And for us, we should have a... Let's make it so our run speed is 3.0. Save that. Alright, so we got the bot overrides, and we're not going to have any bot overrides for now, so let's put up that mission. I need to export them, and then we can do the thing. So let's do our mission. And I like this, if you haven't seen this yet, Adam's been starting to work on skinning the UI, and it always... Where the hell's the start button? Oh, click to start. So he just changed that whole thing to the button. I don't like how there's no overstate for it. I'll just write that down, and I'll just write add overstate for mission selection start button. And he probably already knows that, so it's fine. So let's start our thing. We've got our cutscene. We'll load our things. And if we hit start, we have another cutscene. Run speed should be super fast, and it is. That is 3 times the speed. I'm outrunning the camera. I can't actually get up to speed fast enough. Alright, so we had instant ball reset. Let's also add another thing to the game mode, which will be the ball scale. Let's make the ball scale 10. Ball scale is 10. Oh my god, I'm super fast and the ball is gigantic. Jesus Christ. This looks like a fucking Super Nintendo game. Alright, let's retry that mission. Shit. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it so that left click lets us skip the UI for the cutscene. Sets in screens, mission cutscene screen. So, pause, start, forwards. Looks like I don't have any of the UI checked out, so let's do that. Let's open up that scripts for the input. Alright, so we want left mouse triggered. Ah, it works. Excellent. So we got the left mouse triggered. That lets us skip all the things. I saw that gigantic shadow on that thing. You can see all of those absolutely ridiculous things going on. Wow, okay, so this is just, I'm not even dashing, I'm just holding the arrow key and that's how fast he goes. Just love you start outrunning the screen. Alright, let's see how fast I can actually get. Because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use the... Gotta retry the mission. I have to use the jump to rebound off the wall to preserve my momentum. God, I'm just not, it's coming at you so fast that it's tough to do. Oh, shit. Bam. It's just, that's how fast you're running when you hit the wall, is you just fly 20 meters. Awesome. Alright, well. Totally doesn't look like a box. Oh no. Alright, well, I'm going to get out of here. I need to go solve a few things. Alright, so I need to go in classical sense go help my parents with their printer. So I will be back later. I'm on call for more than one project apparently. So I'll be back probably in an hour or two.